GamingBolt presents 15 best boss fights in the entire Witcher series. When we think of the Witcher series, it's always the third game that comes to mind. The awesome side quests, the excellent world building, and the memorable storyline helped make The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt one of the best gaming experiences. Of course, we tend to forget some of the more frustrating elements of the series as a result, like the bosses. Let's take a look at the 15 best bosses in the entire Witcher series. Koschei, the Witcher. Fancy a tumble with spiders? The first Witcher will oblige you just fine with the Koschei, otherwise best described as death. Along with its obnoxious combos, the Koschei also inflicts some fairly hefty bleeding on the player. Keep in mind that you have to deal with the game's clunky movement as well while it knocks you down continuously. The Koschei isn't impossible, but it's definitely one of the more annoying fights in the series. ZEUGL, the Witcher. The ZEUGL is almost laughably difficult to fight. Not only does it negate a lot of your sword damage unless you're rocking the best silver sword available, but its poison damage is also very strong. However, once you go in with a fully leveled up Igni, this fight becomes a cakewalk. It's more of a testament to how broken Igni was in the first game than anything else.
Welcome, child of the Elder Blood. We knew you would return.
Your taste lingers on our tongues.
You've talked enough!
The Three CRONES, The Witcher 3. More of a battle of attrition than anything, Ciri's fight with the CRONES require her to fight all three simultaneously. After taking down Brewis, you have to avoid the crows and teleportations of Weavis and Wispus. Ciri can dodge pretty effectively, so as long as you know how to use her attacks and stay safe, you should emerge victorious. Just don't get too aggressive and pay attention to where the CRONES may appear next.
First you, then her.
Imlerith, The Witcher 3. Encountered in the Bald Mountain mission, Imlerith may seem tough with his enormous shield and mace. Fortunately, he's easy to trap with Yrden and slice away from behind. Bombs like Grape Shot and Samum are also useful, and destroying his frost shield isn't tough either. Take advantage of his slow movement and victory is assured.
Who taught you to fight like this?
The Witcher you slew.
Eredin, The Witcher 3. Let's be real, Eredin is kind of a pushover. It wouldn't be that big of a deal if he wasn't the supreme leader of the Wild Hunt, the big bad that's been the source of many troubles for our heroes and just an imposing figure. His frost shield is easy to destroy, and despite some decent combos, staggering and slicing him to death is fairly easy. Given the similarities with Imlerith, it's not tough to figure out Eredin's patterns. Caranthir, The Witcher 3. When fighting the mage Caranthir as Ciri, you'll have a relatively easy time. Geralt's fight is a bit tougher and more elaborate since Caranthir can slow you with ice attacks and summon an ice elemental to help. Once you figure out how to use the elemental for cover, letting Caranthir's spells damage it while you stay safe, there isn't much to worry about. Saskia the Dragon, The Witcher 2 Assassins of Kings. Be prepared when heading into this fight because it won't be easy. Saskia can take off a ton of your health if you aren't careful. Quinn is pretty much essential all the time, but you have to be patient with attacks lest Saskia crushes you mercilessly. Lots of bombs and projectiles are also useful when not attacking up close. Letho, The Witcher 2 Assassins of Kings. The first fight with Letho in The Witcher 2 will test your patience. It'll make you question everything you know about the game's combat. After a while, you need to learn to time your Ard sign to stun Letho when his Quinn shield goes down. Slice him a few times, repeat. You won't immediately realize this with all the projectiles, bombs, and high damage slashes he throws at you, but this fight is still doable with some perseverance.
Would you wait, sir, for the dribble to subside?
Makes no difference to me.
Just listen. Stunt. Fight.
OLGIERD, The Witcher 3 Hearts of Stone. While not the toughest version of OLGIERD you'll fight in this expansion, that comes later, OLGIERD von Everec is still one tough cookie. You'll have to dodge like your life depends on it while abusing Quinn. If you're good at counterattacking while he leaps at you, then he'll turn red, thus resulting in a few free hits. Stay patient with this fight because it is not easy. The Caretaker. The Witcher 3 Hearts of Stone. As imposing as he is ruthless, the Caretaker doesn't just deal out lots of damage and have a difficult attack pattern to suss out. He's also capable of summoning special monsters and regenerating his health if you don't immediately destroy them. Combined with his ability to thwart most of your signs, the Caretaker is probably the first real wake-up call boss in The Witcher 3's Hearts of Stone expansion. Iris's Greatest Fear. The Witcher 3 Hearts of Stone. Bring some Spectre Oil and Blizzard Potions along with a fully leveled Quinn because you're going to need it. Iris's greatest fear involves fighting ethereal versions of OLGIERD, and they get stronger as you defeat them. The real challenge comes from not attacking more than one ethereal at a time, which is tough given the number of stages to this fight. Doing so essentially seals your fate. Toad Prince. The Witcher 3 Hearts of Stone. What's more annoying than a giant toad that can jump rapidly and kill you quick? Well, the Toad Prince because he mixes poison with that as well. Thankfully, using the Golden Oriole while upgrading Igni to melt armor should do the trick. Quinn is also your best friend since it allows for regenerating health from all of the poison scattered on the ground. This monster, located in the open world, is horribly difficult. Though it can move fast at times and has the power of flight, its attacks are tough. Use the right potions and you can make quick work of the monster. DETTLAFF. The Witcher 3 Blood and Wine. For the first half of the fight, DETTLAFF is actually pretty easy. Of course, then he starts throwing heaps of bats at you, which can be tough to dodge. The key is to get enough distance on him since it makes dodging the bats easier. Attacking him after is key, but Ard is good for stunning DETTLAFF and opening up for a few solid hits. The Operator. The Witcher 2 Assassins of Kings. Perhaps one of the most, if not the most, irritating fight in the game. The Operator has a personal shield, gargoyles that can easily backstab you, fireballs, melee attacks, and the ability to teleport. Stunning the gargoyles with Ard or destroying them instantly with Igni is essential, but possessing armor that negates magic damage is also pretty helpful.
Let's try it out then.
And that about does it for this video. If you enjoyed what you watched and want to see more from GamingBolt, you can always hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell icon next to it. That way you will never miss any of our videos.